Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I'm going to do a little Bible flip through for you today. Jessica had asked me in the comments in a couple previous videos when I was talking about regular size and compact size Bible journaling Bibles if I would do a flip through. I do have a flip through of my original Bible. I keep wanting to call it junk Bible, but it's journaling Bible. Done in kind of a junk journaling style. Anyway, there is a video in my earlier video post where I have maybe 3 or 4 parts of where I did my flip through of my first Bible. It's kind of long and the angle is a little bit funky because I was just coming up with a technique on how to do these videos. I think what I have now works much better, but that one's a little bit looking like I'm videoing off of the wall or something because it's kind of tipped. But you can get a good idea of what's in that Bible if you're interested, and it goes back to, I think, 2017. So just go to my playlist, I guess you call it, or video list, and scroll down and you'll find that if you want to see my earlier real chunky Bible. But today I just thought I would show you my brief little progress on my new compact Bible. I've just started this and I've had a few things in it that have been fun to do. And then I have my current full-size Bible that may be more what people are interested in seeing. If you like that, I love to see people's flip-through. Per Cat Wood's suggestion, I decided to decorate some of the inside covers of my compact Bible. Haven't done all of it yet, but I will show you what I've done. I love this sticker that says we're all just walking each other home. When I was a junior high student, I remember I would walk my friend Robin home and she would walk me home if I were at her house. And I forgot all about that whole thing. My boys do that with the next door neighbor who's a little bit younger than they are. But anyway, I just think that's so cool, and that's kind of what we're doing as we go through this life and then eventually to our heavenly home. So I really like that. And then I missed these and did quite a bit here. As you can see, I haven't filled the space. I will do that as I come across things that are especially meaningful or they just click with me. So you can see here, let me take that down a little. Some cutouts from Illustrated Faith kit, lots of washi tape. I like bees. I like these metallic washies. Anyway, so just some things that click with me. This sticker is from the same sticker pack that I just bought. Though she be but little, she is fierce. That's a quote by Shakespeare, and I like to think of that as being me in a way. I wouldn't call myself little, but I'm short, so, and I can have a fierce side when people mess with my family, so I kind of can relate to that. You can see the top of it. I'm trying to do that garden Bible idea that Wholeheartedly for the Lord has talked about on YouTube, and Cat Woods, a few other ladies. Of course, this is a meaningful process, but it's also part of making, for me, the creative process in making the Bible look like something fun that you might want to come look at. Take a flip through of it. So this passage, let's see, this is in Job. I won't go into all of what I highlighted because that would take us like forever, but I did do this book clip. This is made with muslin strips. Vicki had asked me about that. She is also on YouTube, VIKKI. I suggest following her. She's got some really fun crafting and Bible and journaling things. But I just stamped on see him because this passage had talked about how we will see God. I will see him in my flesh. To me, that stirs up hope and joy, so I use word tape there. It's washi tape. It's clear, so it almost shows up as if you just stamped it. I cut a little tab from my friend Stacy, who sent me all kinds of fun embellishments in her journal package to me. And I used one of her little circle cutouts and cut it so it would fit on the page. And also this little heart is from her. I stamped here also, I shall see God. And I added those little sticky gem things there from the dollar store. Use some more washi back here just to reinforce that page. So these Bible pages are much finer, more delicate feeling than the Bible pages from the journaling Bibles, which are meant, I think, to hold up a little bit better. My phone's ringing in the background, but I'm going to ignore it. This was an idea I got from Cat Woods as well. She had talked about putting butterflies in here as tip-ins, and I thought it would be really pretty to do this bloom of flowers because the passage was talking about, this is in Isaiah 43, behold, I am doing a new thing, now it will spring forth. Do you not perceive it? Do you not see it? Are you noticing what I'm doing? And I thought that just like, the flowers just bursting forth with life is like God's working. I put live this life. I actually covered up some words I had written with washi tape because I'm not liking a lot of how it looks when I'm just writing in this Bible. I think it might be because the pages are white versus cream and there's so much less room to actually journal on the pages. Anyway, I thought it looked sloppy, so I just covered that up. You can still see it, but it's somewhat disguised with the washi. And I tried to make these flowers, these, and these somewhat color coordinated. And then I stenciled on the word new with the idea that God is doing a new thing. That was a good focus for me for this new year. What is God doing this year? What is he doing now? What is he trying to reveal to me and show me? Faith Heirlooms does a lot of this kind of journaling, and I also was inspired to do this kind of Bible from them as well in this compact size. They will do these journaling cards. You can follow them on Instagram and YouTube also, Faith Heirlooms. So I made this card, a 4x6. This passage was about the wise man, excuse me, who built his house upon the rock. So I just picked one of the verses, and the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. And I could just really relate to that. It's from a devotional Daily Bread that was focusing on this. It's from the Bible, but the devotional was focusing on kind of the storms of life, the floods and the winds and the rains. And I thought that has probably been all of our stories at some point or another. I'm not unique in going through difficulty, but since I accepted Christ as a 10-year-old girl, my life has had plenty of ups and downs. Some of that includes the death of my parents when I was a teenager. But that's another thing. But just to say, it hasn't been an easy road necessarily all the time. And that's what I thought of when I saw that verse. All these things come into our life, but when we're founded on Christ, when we're putting our trust in him, we can know that we can withstand the storms. Great is thy faithfulness. So I put that little, it's one of those like cardboardy kind of stickers from the sticker pack I just bought. I think it's from Me and My Big Ideas, and it's the Faith Pack. I put the word hold. I added some of my favorite flower washi. I date stamped it. This is tea-dyed paper. This is like a graph card that I just roughed up the edges on, and that was also dipped in tea. And then I made a little tab here. And then in the back, I just wrote a little prayer, a little conversation with the Lord and thanking him for bringing me through the storms, the beatings of the weather of life, and being faithful and helping me to get through it. This is a little note from my friend Stacy, who made me these lovely, or sent these to me. She had made them, and I commented on them, and she surprised me, and they were in a little package. Here I have Philippians. I put trust with confidence. This verse talks about he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. I put the word sticker section from my new sticker pack, also that faith one, grace not perfection. I like this golden yellow, and that word phrase seemed to go well. Here I just washied on this little card. This was the front of a note card from my friend Nicole. I tore that off of the side that you write on, and I used the cover, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, to accent this section. So whereas this card was just inserted in the passage, I made sure I wrote, where did I do it? Right here, the verses. This one is washi taped in, so you know that it goes with this section, although I think I might write that in case I decide to take this off at some point. So I just kind of did a very minimal collage effect here. If you stumble, just make it part of the dance. Noted. I don't know, I like that. And then I journaled just briefly about some special people in my life. And I guess it kind of tied in with here that who began a good work in you will complete it. And then verse 3 earlier says, I thank my God upon all remembrance of you. On the back of my little tabs or bookmarks, I added a few embellishments. That was recommended by Kat as well. So I washi taped to the back of that one. And I put a little washi tape bird on the back of that one. So that if you look at the Bible front or back, it's interesting, visually appealing. This one I did today, talking about God not giving us a spirit of fear, but of one of power and love and self-control. So I just took a little of that tape runner stuff, and this card was already distressed, but I added the blue ink and just stuck that on there. Here's a illustrated faith sticker, Tim Holtz word stickers, and a little bit of washi and date stamping. And then I used some of my sparkly Pentel pens to add a little glitter. This one is a little shorter. I just said, why hello there. Are they not all ministering spirits sent out to serve for the sake of those who are to inherit salvation? Again, my devotional was talking about a different topic. It was angels, and so I highlighted this verse that talked about how God sends angels to assist us in this life. So that is all that I've done in that. I've just had it for about a week. It's coming along nicely. It's like watching a little baby grow. It's growing well. And I like seeing it, and it's a really super easy size to hold. I'm going to get a quick drink of my coffee. I have a frog in my throat, so I might sip on that occasionally. I will try not to do too much commentary. I don't want to belabor this and make it boring, but sometimes that's hard just to show something without giving an explanation. I did put some quotes in the front that I like, and I saw this idea from somebody else on YouTube. I can't remember who, is to put a sticky pad there in case you come across a verse you want to journal later, you know, like a page embellishment, but you don't have time then. You can write it down on your sticky pad, sticky note, and put it in there and do it later. This is losing its sticky. So I have 2 John Piper quotes and 1 by St. Augustine. And I am just going to try to find the pages that I've done something on and, sorry, excuse me, and point those out. As you can see, not as much done in the earlier books of the Old Testament, but I'll try to show everything and do this mostly without comment so we can get through it in a reasonable amount of time. Like I just said, and if I'd stop saying that, we could get through it. Okay, here we go. Just make sure you can see it. So as you can see in some of my New Testament books, especially throughout the book of Acts, I did a lot of note-taking with just little drawing embellishments. So this Bible has kind of a mix of just the broader page entries and a lot more note-taking detail like you saw when I paged through my New Testament. Because I have mentioned before, I really kind of wanted this Bible to be, I don't know, a little bit less full, a little bit more about the studying. When I do Bible journaling, I do like to meditate on the verses and think about what God is saying to me, hear from Him, and just meditate, really think things through. And that's why I love doing Bible journaling, because you can hit maybe the highlight of that with journaling on a page. But this one obviously is a lot less full than that original one I showed you a few days ago. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions on anything or a passage that you were wanting to identify that maybe you couldn't tell, I'd be glad to try to help with that. Sometimes the things get covered up and you can't tell where somebody's journaling from. But thank you for requesting the flip through, Jessica, and I hope others of you have enjoyed seeing this. I love doing that and going back and remembering a lot of the moments that were involved with doing those pages. That was a good thing for me to flip through that and remember. So anyway, if you haven't tried Bible journaling, give it a whirl. You can start with any kind of Bible and start in a very simple way, very minimal. It just really helps you slow down and look for nuggets of truth and special things. So I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been a huge blessing in my life. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.